Welcome back, friends. Welcome back to the second installment of Small Machete Shootout series. I'm your host, Tactical. For today's contenders, we got the Sagfari 13-inch on the left and the Condor Dundee on the right. Now, probably the biggest difference between the two is price. The Sag, you can get it for like 20 bucks, and the Dundee is about 48 bucks, so it's almost $50. So it's over double the price. So it's you already kind of know who's probably going to win this shootout, but we got to do this for science, right? Just do it for the hell of it. Another big difference is the steels. The Sag is a 3CR 13 MOV, yay, my favorite. And the Condor is 1075 carbon steel, so that's cool. And the Dundee is probably twice as thick, but the Sag does have length on its side. The blade on the Sag is 13 and the Dundee is 11. So it does have that going for it, at least. Now we're going to start out with some stabs. So see what kind of stabbing performance we get out of these things. The Sag first. Hopefully the lighting ain't too bad here. Got a lot of shadows and stuff. Not that great. It's kind of okay. Now this one came from the factory pretty darn sharp. It stabs okay for a machete. Now we'll do the Condor. Oh yeah. Doesn't take no brain surgeon to figure out which one stabs better, that's for sure. And the handle just feels, even though it's the, shit, what the hell is this called? Not polypropylene, or maybe it is. I don't know. Some kind of frickin' plastic. I forgot what it is. But just that shape makes it feel safe. And it does stab really well. Now we'll try some chopping. Sag first. We'll just do 10 hits, see what it does. Actually, not bad. That was biting in really good, surprise. Condor's turn. Oops, that was a bad shot. Yeah, a couple bad swings there, damn it. There's a close-up of damage. That's the Sag, and that's the Condor. See, it's funny, that was actually biting in a little deeper. I think it's because it's so thin compared to the Condor. But the Condor has more chopping power. A couple really bad swings there. Time for some downward chops. Condor first. This is a good test for like edge durability. See if it's gonna wave or, you know, chip out. Stuff like that. This thing's got a lot of power, man. This freaking Condor. I do like this. This thing is pretty cool. I rated it pretty high. I think it's like 8.5 or something. That's where you can tell who's probably gonna win this. Wow. I should probably save some of this stump for the other one, huh? I'm just destroying it with this damn thing. Sag's turn. I actually put my safety goggles on. Hey, alright. It's never too old to learn, right? I kind of loosened it up with the other one, but yeah, no, this is sinking in good. But you know how this 3CR 13 MOV stuff is. I've noticed, well, there's a lot of thicker ones I haven't tested, and I've seen other people's reviews. It's like, if you make this crap thick enough, it might pass. But if it's thin, I already put a little wave in this one. It's not slowing it down at all. Not yet. This sock does sink in pretty good. And the handle's pretty controllable too. I do like that. So it does make it light and fast and agile. Yeah. Condor. Ooh, nice piece of wood on there. This handle's kind of big. I'm going to try to use like a hand and a half, just for the hell of it. That sends a shock through my left hand. Okay, we won't do that no more. One-handed tool. Now I'm just going to do 10 downward strikes at an angle, all of them at an angle. Condor. It's pretty hard. Now we'll do 10 with the sock. Just do it way down here. Hopefully that's in the shot. It does bite in pretty damn good. I do notice that. It does chop pretty damn good. It's just, I don't think the steel will hold up to this for long. Very close up of the Condor. And there's the sog. So, almost as deep. This is a little bit, it's not as deep. There was a lot of really deep cuts in that one. So, got to give the nod to the Condor. So it's kind of obvious who's the winner here for the second shootout, and that'd have to be the Condor Dundee. Now the SOG didn't do as bad as I thought it would, you know, because it did wave on me a little bit, and for an update on that, it hasn't waved any more than it already was, so it didn't affect the chopping. Yeah, it's probably gonna break there, but it did, because of the being thinner and having that 2 inches length, kind of equaled the thickness almost to the 11 inch, you know, for chopping. And being such a thin geometry, it just like was sinking in. Where the Condor is wider, which is stronger, and it's going to be better, it's going to last longer. But it just doesn't sink in as deeply, you know, pretty much because of the mass, but still, that's what surprised me about the SOG. And the handle's good too, it's just the steel. That's my big thing with it. And it could be thicker. The handle's pretty cool. You know, it's good in the wet. I've used it when it was wet out, and that Criton works really well. So the handle, I'd have to give the nod on that. But as for durability, chopping, you know it's going to last, you know, 1075 carbon steel. Come on, that's a little bit of a no-brainer right there. So I got to give the win to the Condor Dundee. Thanks for stopping by, checking out the vid. Stay tuned for the next installment, and until the next time we meet.